Hi friends, welcome back to my channel. I didn't know what I wanted to do as my first video because like I said, this is just gonna be random stuff that I feel like filming or film places where I go to, but I really wanted to make a video. I didn't know exactly what to film, so I was like, why not talk about my favorite beauty products in like the last year that I've used. I love makeup. I don't love it as much as I used to. Like I used to be a fanatic, like I'm sure everyone's aware of the 2016 craze. But I just thought I'd show you what I'm using now. It's not a whole lot, but it is a couple things. So I'll probably start off with the face products first. Oh, they're all going to be face products, but I guess primers and stuff like that. Okay, so I don't use too much. I probably should work out a new kind of base routine because I do feel like, I don't know, my skin's all over the place. Sometimes just using this, it's the Priming Grip by Emco Beauty. So it's like the Hydra Grip dupe. Just got it because it's on sale. It works great. No issues with it. And yeah, I think I just need to work on my base. So what I tend to do is wash my face. I do the Bubble hyaluronic acid serum, and then I'll go in with, sometimes if my skin's really going through with it, I go in with a light moisturizer and then this over the top. If my skin isn't too horrible, I'll do a milky toner, then the hyaluronic acid serum thing over the top, and then I'll go in with the grip, and that usually goes really well. It just, I think, all depends also on what tinted moisturizer or foundation or whatever I'm using. So yeah, that primer, Emco Beauty, really enjoy that one. So straight into concealers now. So again, not too much for the base. I think I need to work on that, but we'll get there. I go in when I'm feeling like I just want something light, absolutely no makeup look. I will just do concealer and then I'll go in with powder. And the two concealers that I'm really enjoying is the NARS, I always forget the name of this. It's like the little pot, the NARS. Oh my god, there should be a name on here. But either way, it's the NARS little pot concealer. I've had mine for a minute, so it's starting to dry up a bit, but it's in the shade Creme Brulee. I really enjoy that. It covers really well. It works really well under BB creams, CC creams, foundations, all that, and on its own as well. I find that I like using it on its own. Just with powder, it covers my under eye circles. I've got a lot of darkness on my eyelids. I've got a lot of freckles and old acne scars, and I think it does a great job of that. But so does this one. It is the, I think it's Rimmel. Sorry, Rimmel Lasting Radiance. That's that one. I really enjoy that as well. I had that sitting in my drawer for the longest time. I just never went to reach for it, and then I started using it one day and I was like, this blends like a dream. I could have it on, I can chuck it on, so under eyes, eyelids, usually T-zone, kind of just wherever I feel like I want some coverage. I've got a bit of rosacea. Sometimes I'll just sometimes I cover my whole face with this. It's really bad. I probably shouldn't, but I find it does the job. It blends amazing. I find when I put it on, I don't have to immediately go in and blend it because I feel like it's going to dry and look patchy. So I really enjoy that. Both similar colors because I'm so pale, but that's an ivory color, and like I said, that's in the Creme Brulee. So love these. Absolute go-to when I want a no makeup look. When I was traveling as well, they came in really handy. Yeah, so that's that for the concealers. So now onto the foundations. So I don't use a full coverage foundation anymore. I've stopped years ago. I stopped using full coverage probably when I stopped clubbing, which was many years ago. And I kind of light to medium now, and I'm really enjoying tinted moisturizers. So the two, like my two favorites right now, they give me the type of coverage that I love and don't break me out, because I do have acne prone combination skin. These two guys. So it's the Fenty, I think it's like Eavesdrops, and this one's a more recent purchase. When I say recent, like the last 6 months. It's the Pure Radiant Tinted Moisturizer by NARS. And like I said, I've got combo acne prone textured skin, and I like the look of these two on my skin. They work really well with those concealers that I mentioned. They so far work well in, like, because I find that, you know, summertime you need some, you're sweating a bit more, you need something a bit that's kind of like oil control, and wintertime you need something a bit more hydrating. I find these two to work great in both so far. I've used them both in like autumn, winter, and then in like summertime, and yeah, I love the coverage of them. Both very buildable. Both look so natural. I think the tinted moisturizer a little bit more than the Eavesdrops, but love both. I will say with the two, this one's a bit of a harder match if you're like in between shades, because I'm at times like a neutral shade, so I find that these ones either come really, really yellow based or really pink based, and it was hard for me to match. But I did decide to go towards the yellow a bit more than the pink. I just found it easier to, like, I don't know, blend with my neck, and then adding blush and contour and all that, like, then it works out perfectly. So yeah, loving these two. I probably will keep using these for a while. I don't see myself going to a full coverage foundation ever again. I feel like it's too heavy on my skin. And because of all my skin issues, I find that it just looks so cakey on me. So these two work great. I really like those. Now onto like powders. So I tend to just mainly set my T-zone because like I said, I'm combo, and my cheeks tend to get relatively like normal to dry. So Fit Me, even actually the foundation, the Fit Me Matte and Poreless, ride or die. It's honestly a foundation. I do have it, and I turn to it when I do need a bit more high coverage. It's buildable, it's breathable, and it looks so nice, and I've got so many shades. And I love the powder. So the powder I do use, and I've got this like loose Morphe powder as well. So I'll start with this one. It's just the Fit Me Matte and Poreless. It is like a whole 5 shades darker than what I would usually like naturally wear, but I find that, I don't know what it is, it's either oxidized into a lighter shade, or because I'm in between like not being pale but not being tanned either. Just a light powder of this over my face with my concealer seems to like match my face so perfectly. So it's in the shade 235 Pure Beige. It doesn't look super dark on camera, but it is darker than my skin in person. This is usually like my light tanned shade. But I find, yeah, that looks so nice when I just do concealer and I go over this, and cream blush, powder blush, everything sits well on it. I'm honestly loving like the early 2010s powder like makeup look. I don't know what it is, it just blurs everything and looks flawless. I feel like it sits on skin really nice. Like, I'm considering even going back to like the whole MAC phase, where MAC has like their nice powders, like those compact powders, or like the cream to powder foundations. I think they're really nice, and I might consider going back to those. But for now, I'm loving that powder. And if I'm not wanting any color, just translucent, I got this Morphe loose powder. I got this just before I went to Europe, and it was great traveling with. It's not crazy big. Did what it needed to do. What else about it? I don't know. It's just the translucent powder. Not much else to say about it. I think it didn't emphasize my pores. It sat really nicely on kind of any product that I used, whether it was like a full like tinted moisturizer or the foundation or just concealer. It controlled my oils well, and yeah, smells nice. Just the standard loose powder that I use when I don't want any like additional color to my face. And same with this, I just go into the T-zone. Very rarely I'll go into like the bottom of my cheeks here. And you can bake with it as well, or you can just use it as a set, because it's both. It's a bake and set in one. They do come in colors as well, not just translucent, so I do recommend that as well. I do like it, and it's very affordable. I have kind of like been slowly transitioning back into drugstore makeup, because makeup prices are just insane in Australia at the moment. Like I went into Mecca not that long ago, and Sephora as well, and foundations that I used to buy have like tripled in price, and I'm like, I don't know, it's just not affordable anymore. And honestly, Maybelline, L'Oreal, all of them are just as good. You just have to find what works for you. So yeah, I'm slowly finding dupes, unless there's a product that I absolutely love, that I can't like leave behind or change. I am trying to find dupes for the more expensive products. Okay, so I love playing around with different blushes, like bronzing colors, more blush colors, because I go through phases of wanting a bit more pink, wanting a bit more like red or like bronzy kind of blushes. I love both creams and powders. Yeah, it's one of my, like, I think blush is one of my favorite like makeup products, and I was wearing blush for years. I never used to do the whole full-on contour. I was always a blush girly. And so yeah, blush and mascara are probably two of my favorite like makeup products. I don't know, especially mascara, but we'll get to that. Anyway, I'll stop yapping and get to the products. So I'll start off with blush. I've got a few products here because I couldn't decide. I kind of, unless I'm traveling, I take like narrow down to the one color, but these are like what I reach for in my drawer when I'm just doing my makeup on a regular. So I've got these NARS, I don't think they're the full size ones, or they might be, but it's the NARS blushes in Orgasm and Luster. And everyone knows the Orgasm, not traditional, what's it called, the classic pink that they do. So pretty. Honestly, I feel like it's such a universal shade for everyone. It goes on nicely. It sits well whether I've got like just the powder on my face and I've just done concealer, or I've got tinted moisturizer, whatever. It works well on cream, putting it on top of cream blush as well. So love that one. This one's the Luster, so this one's a bit more of a like peach kind of shade. That's when I just want like a subtle like wash of color on my face, but nothing like too in your face. It's very, that one's I think a very everyday color, the Luster. So love them, and I feel like I've had them forever and I'm not even close to hitting pan, but maybe my multiple blushes are the reason for that. A more recent purchase that I've fallen in love with was, I bought this in Boots in London, and it's the, I think it's just the number 17 brand. I was looking for a blush because I can't remember what I brought, but it just wasn't doing what I needed it to do. And I was like, I need a new blush, but I didn't have a lot of money while I'm traveling. And I did a lot of research on TikTok, and everyone was saying how this is a really good cream blush, but it's also the dupe for Hailey Bieber's The Road blush in Teddy something. I can't remember what the name of hers is, but this is the Melting Cream blush in Coffee Love from the number 17, and it's just a beautiful deep, kind of just deep burgundy into a brown, and it works so well as both a blush and a contour, bit of a bronze. It's literally like a 2-in-1. It's so good if you're like, when I was traveling, I wasn't having to worry about doing contour and blush. It's just a 2-in-1. There's no other way for me to explain it. I really, really enjoyed this, and it blends very well. It's very pigmented, so a little goes a long way. And yeah, I'm really enjoying that. So that's the 17 blush in Coffee Love. Whoever can get their hands on it in Australia, get it, because I do love it. It's a very nice color. I think it's also universal. Next I have what is this? It's called the Skin Enhancer. It's the Mario Sculpt Transforming Skin Enhancer. So I think it's more of like a contour, I guess. I wouldn't consider it a bronzer. Mine's disgusting, so please ignore that. But that's the shade I have, and it's the light medium. I did find that I had to go up a shade because I ended up getting just the light shade, which looked normal in store. And when I got home and I was putting it on, I could not see anything. It was like disappearing into my skin. So I went back, and luckily they were able to exchange it for this shade light medium. And it is just heaven. It's so creamy. It blends so well. As someone who's really bad at contouring, and I don't know my facial structure and how to like work it, I find this is so easy. You can do it with your eyes closed. I tend to put it up into like the corners of my forehead here, and then like just down. I honestly just get like a good fluffy brush and I just go at it. And the thing with this product is, no matter if you stuff up or you do too much, don't do enough, it's so blendable. You can build on it, you can just blend it out if it's too much. I really, really rate that product, and I really like it. So if you don't have it and you can afford it, do try it out. It's very nice. I wish they did smaller ones maybe, because I'm someone who doesn't wear makeup very often. I feel like I've been using this for a good, I want to say a year, and again, not even close to hitting pan. So sometimes I just feel like then I'm wasting product. And it's also satisfying when you hit pan. So I think maybe getting smaller products will make you hit pan quicker. The last product for like bronzing and blushing, blushes is both bronzers and blushes. It's I think it's Curve Case. I don't know. It's by Makeup by Mitch, I think. It doesn't actually say much on the packaging. It's got that, and then it's got all the colors. So you've got your bronzing colors there, and then you've got all your blushes. And I got this from my niece, thanks Waki. It's honestly such a perfect, I think the color range is very nice. It's really handy, again, if you are traveling, you're constantly on a move, you want variety, but you want something that's compact. It's not that big, it's as big as my hand. For some people that might be too big for like travel purposes or whatever, but I think honestly it's a decent size. You get a lot of product because it's pretty deep. Smells really nice. I don't know, it smells like just fresh like baby powder. I don't know how to explain it, but it just smells nice. I like the smell of it. I think the colors that are in it are very versatile, for good for different skin tones. I think this palette is more for medium and light skin. There is a darker skin palette. The blush as well, it goes from nice light pinks into your peach and oranges, and then like a darker, I want to say like just a darker peach rose kind of color. I tend to go for that one the most, and then sometimes honestly I just get my brush and just dip it in all of them. And kind of the same for the bronzing and contours, but I don't use that one. I just feel like it does not suit my skin tone at all. It might be a nice lip product because I'm pretty sure you can use these on your lips as well. Nice and creamy, so I think they'd be comfortable and not drying on your lips. But yeah, these two are definitely ones that I tend to use the most, and then this if I'm a little bit more tan. But really, really enjoy this product. God knows when I'll finish it. I doubt it's going to be anytime soon because I use so little of it and there's so much. It'd probably be really good for like a makeup artist or something. I'm sure a lot of makeup artists have it in their kits. But yeah, really enjoy that, happy with it. And that was all the blush and contours that I'm really enjoying. Now on to eyebrows. I don't do much with my eyebrows at all. I get them threaded every like 6 months, and I'm blessed to just kind of have full eyebrows that I don't have to do too much. They are sisters, they're not twins. Don't get at me, because I can see that a lot of the time they're uneven. But I tend to sleep on my face, and I feel like I end up ripping a lot of my eyebrow hairs out. Same with my eyelashes. So it's really frustrating, but it is what it is. But when I do my eyebrows, I use this Morphe. This I bought so many years ago and it's still not run out. But I use this dual-ended spoolie and just like a nice creamy pen from Morphe. Not even pen, pencil. What shade is that? It's probably just like a medium brown. Have no idea. Anyway, I use that. Really enjoy that. So easy. If you go over the top, it's so creamy and doesn't set so quickly that you can't brush it out. So I literally just go at it. I blend it into like my arch more and then kind of fade it out into the front, and then I use the spoolie part, the other side, the spoolie part, and just brush it out. I then go in with this Maybelline Express Brow. It's just a clear gel. Like that. Yeah, and just set that into place. And that's pretty much my eyebrow routine. I really like those two. Nothing crazy. And they do the job. So now onto eyeshadow. I don't use eyeshadow very often, and I don't know. I still love eyeshadow. I just don't need to wear it. I don't go out at night as often as I used to, and I don't tend to wear eyeshadow throughout the day. But there are two palettes that I love and I use when I do need to use them. So the first is the by Mario. It is the Ethereal Eyes eyeshadow palette, and it's the one that's sparkly, and I love it. So that's the colors. It's just, I think it's such a perfect nude. You've got all the browns that you need. You've got blending colors like the cream and the light browns. You've got your dark browns for your inner corners when you want to do a smoke, but then you've got some beautiful shimmer colors, and they're not like hard glitter. It's just a nice smooth shimmer. They blend really well. I feel like they wear very well. It's nice and compact. It's got a good mirror on it. Mind you, mine's is dirty. And yeah, I just think it's a very good standard. Anyone can use it eyeshadow. Nothing crazy about it, but it does the job and it's very pretty on the eyes. Sometimes I just wear the shimmery colors on their own. The other one is the Natasha Denona, and I got this on sale. I would never pay full price because her prices are crazy, but I justified it because it was on sale and her quality is amazing. And also my name's Natasha, so why not own something that has my name on it? But this one is the Bloom palette. So I really like this. Beautiful colors. Again, it's got nice transition colors, it's got nice shimmers, it's got nice crease colors, and a good, it's got a good mirror on it. I love burgundies and purples and pinks. I think because I also have brown hair, brown eyes, I think I find that they make my eyes pop a bit more. So I do love these. I haven't dug into a lot of the colors. I've been playing it safe, but I would love to experiment and just not care with eyeshadow a bit more. So I would love to use this a bit more in the year, as well as the other palette. This just has more not so neutral and basic colors in it. But yeah, very beautiful palette. All her palettes are so stunning, but really like those two. Now, mascara. Like I mentioned earlier, I love mascara. I could try different mascaras every single day and be so happy and only ever wear mascara. I think it's something that's so simple, but it just brightens up your face, accentuates your eyes, just everything. I love eyeshadow, mascara, sorry. I use two. One I use more than the other, but these are my like recent obsessions, like absolutely in love with these. It's the Sky High Maybelline, but it's in the burgundy. I think it's burgundy haze. Yeah, so it's a Sky High in burgundy haze. Obsessed with this. I will say that I don't see the burgundy on my eyes at all. You see it when you are putting it on. As you can tell, you can see it's got like that brown reddish tinge to it, but I don't personally see a difference on my eyes. If I was to put black mascara and then this, I would probably see a difference, but when it's actually on your eyelashes, it does not look burgundy. But it's still beautiful. I love the brush. I love the longevity of it. I love that it doesn't bleed, because I have an issue that when I talk and smile a lot, my bottom, my under eyes here, my bags tend to touch my eyelashes and then just bleeds everywhere and I look like a raccoon. So I love that this doesn't do it. And when it does, it's not crazy. Like, it's so easy to wipe away or it's unnoticeable. So I really enjoy that. A recent purchase as well is the Refire mascara. I find that the wand is so cool. So it curves like that. And this one I just got the standard black. There was brown. I didn't want to mess around and get it just in case it's not, does nothing to your eyelashes. I find the curve of the wand at times difficult to deal with because my eyes are very curved. So I find that what the curve is meant to do, I find it hard to fit against my eye. But in terms of the actual brush and it separating your eyelashes, it is phenomenal. I find that it separates very well and it's not too clumpy and it wears very well. And I tend to pair these two together. I think they look so nice on the eyelashes together. They both separate very well and they lengthen very well, and that's what I want with my eyelashes. I don't like them to be clumpy and short. I want them long and separated. So these two, love, love, love. They're very good. To curl my eyelashes, I just use a curler. This is the Shiseido, I think. Yes. Dirty, sorry about that, but it's honestly worth the money. I know people say, oh, mascara curler is a mascara curler, but I've used $5 ones and I've used this, which I think I paid maybe $30. It's probably gone up now, but I can tell a difference. And it's all honestly on the rubber band, on the rubber as well, the rubber band, rubber, whatever it is. I've noticed the difference and I love this. I've had this one for a good probably 5 years now. And all I do is just change out the rubber every few months, even a year, because I don't use it very often. You can kind of just tell when it starts to wear and when it's time to change the rubber, and you can just buy them online. It's easy as that. So really enjoy that. Love those three together. The final thing for the face before lips is setting sprays. You can't go wrong. Morphe. I just find that it gets rid of all the powdery look to the face, and I just think it settles everything down. And then I go in with the L'Oreal Infallible, and even though this smells and feels like hairspray, I'm hoping that it's not. It really does just keep everything locked in. I went to Sydney and went to a concert in like 30-degree weather and put this on. My face did not move. Like, it looked exactly how I'd left the hotel. So really enjoy these two together. Oh, there we go. Really, really like them two together. When it's winter, I tend to use that one because my face doesn't get as greasy. But in the summertime, I definitely would put these two together. While traveling though, just for space, and also you're traveling so your makeup's going to move more, I did only just take that one and it did the job just great. So yeah, really enjoy those. Now to wrap up this somewhat long video, because I tend to talk and over explain everything, which is something that you guys will probably, whoever does watch these videos or follow me, will learn that I over explain and get lost in my yap. Yeah. Final products are the lip products. And I do have to mention, I do apologize. I keep looking at myself instead of the actual lens of the camera. Hopefully it's something that I do learn, because I find it a big pet peeve when I watch people and they're looking off to the side or in their viewfinder. But I honestly forget that the lens is there and not there. So I do apologize. I'm going to try focus on that side. But yeah, the final is lip products, and these are just my go-to ride or die, I know won't fail me, and I know look pretty lip products. So we'll start with lip liner. I have one favorite, and it's every time I use another one, I end up taking it off and going back to this one. I do wish that the longevity on it was a bit better, but it's still good, especially for its price. I think if they haven't gone up, I believe they're $14, and it's the Mecca Max lip liners. And this one is in the shade Classy. And again, I think it's such a universal and pretty color. Most of my friends that have it or have tried it, everyone looks good in it, everyone loves it. So I really, really do enjoy that one. And it looks nice just on its own. Chuck this on with a nice clear or like light lip gloss and you're good to go. So, so pretty. Other than that, I do use just like a darker brown, but that is an absolute favorite and always go to. Now, I guess you can use them as lip liners as well, but they're these tinted lip stains that I'm obsessed with. I tend to use them more as like a full lip over a lip liner, but you can definitely do that. This one is the SheGlam one, surprisingly. It is so good. I know SheGlam is a bit controversial, but it's affordable and it genuinely is a nice product. I don't think that it dries out my lips at all. It wears nicely. I do notice that if you're wearing it and then going out to eat, it does come off a lot quicker than the other one I'm going to talk about, but it is still very nice for its price. So this one, I can't really see, it's so tiny. I think it's called Marvelous. The writing is absolutely tiny. I don't think it's even going to focus, but it looks scary. All lip stains do when you open them, but it ends up being just a beautiful mauvey brown lip, kind of similar to what the lip liner would be if it was a lip stain. So I really enjoy that. I feel like it genuinely is my lip color, but better. It just accentuates my natural lip color, so it just looks like I'm not wearing anything and I've just put balm, like lip balm over it, and I leave the house and it looks amazing, it looks natural, and it's not too much. The other lip stain is I'm going to struggle saying this, but Sachu, I don't know how to say it, but it's this one. It is phenomenal. It's a lip liner stay and just stain. It is in the shade number 3 Pinked. And again, looks scary, looks black when you put it on, but ends up being a really nice, I want to say like Black Honey, Clinique's Black Honey, which I do have here, ends up being that in a lip stain. It's just a nice brown burgundy, wears very well. I've worn this up to like 10 to 12 hours eating, drinking, and it's still on there. It does wear in the middle of your lips, which is I think normal, but it stays on at least on the outside of your lips. It ends up looking like a really nice just lip line, comfortable, doesn't dry. Really, really like this. I would definitely get that in more colors. Now, the only 2 lipsticks that I always reach out for are a MAC and the Clinique. So as I mentioned, the Clinique Black Honey, I got this when it got viral on TikTok and I do not regret it. It is absolutely beautiful. Again, it looks scary when you look at it, but on my lips personally ends up just being the most beautiful wine color, and I think it just accentuates your natural lip and just makes it look like your lips but better. It's comfortable. It doesn't last a crazy long time, but I do feel like it leaves like a nice tint as it wears off. So I really, really like that, and I've been using this forever and it's still not finished, so love that. The other one is the Thanks It's MAC lipstick, and this is just a nice nude, very similar to the lip liner. I think they pair very well, and when I put them on together they tend to kind of match. But this is also nice when you do a darker brown and then put this into the center. It looks phenomenal together. And you can top it off with a nice gloss. So I really enjoy that one. A nice staple universal brown. I think that suits a lot of people. I've had people, like I've seen it on people who are paler, darker, like medium. Like I genuinely think it's such a good color. And the very final product is a lip balm. This is just my go-to running out of the house. I need to chuck something on to make my lips look alive. And it's just a lip balm that I got in Greece from their pharmacy. So if you've been to Athens or anywhere in Greece, is these beautiful lip balms that have prints on them. So a lot of them have like this one is the evil eye. A lot of them have just the like traditional Greek prints on there. Very beautiful. This one's just a nice berry one. Looks scary, looks very dark when you put it on, but just ends up being just a very subtle hydrating berry color. So I really enjoy that. If anyone goes to Greece, please do get some. They come in different colors and just like a clear, nice and hydrating. And like I said, it's so great when you're just running out the house and want to make it look like you're alive. Just putting this on immediately brightens up your face. So I really enjoy that product there. So that's the end of my video. Hopefully that wasn't too much of a drag or too boring. But I had fun showing whoever watches this my favorite go-to kind of products, things that I reach for. Most of them are pretty affordable. There are some that are high up there, but definitely worth investing in if you're able to afford it. Who knows, maybe one day I'll do a little get ready with me and like a little makeup thing, but we'll see. But yeah, I hope you guys all liked the video. Hopefully I convinced you to buy something. Out of everything, honestly, I would say try the lip stains or the mascara. That's, if you're going to take anything away from this video, it's those things. I hope you enjoyed. I hope you had fun watching my little makeup haul, my favorite makeup products, and I'll see you in the next video.